How do we lose to the Bears? How do we find a way to lose to the Bears with their third string quarterback? Wow. I honestly didn't think uh, we could do much worse than we have this season. But I think losing to the Bears' third string quarterback is a new low for the Seattle Seahawks. This is so sad. Like, we looked horrible in the second half. Rashad Penny had a fantastic game, but I think there's a stat shown that Russell Wilson had completed for 21 passing yards in the entire second half. That is just, how do we just completely fall apart like this? We were up 17-7 at half, and we lost this game to the Bears. The Bears are not a good team, okay? Especially not with their third string quarterback on the field. But I just don't get it. I don't understand how this happens. How did the Seahawks do this? You know, I really hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas because Lord knows we are not having a good day after Christmas. The Seattle Seahawks, anytime that they play, it's not a present, it is a curse. Like, that's like, hey, it's Christmas time, you're right? You open your present and it's just like a hand that pops up and smacks you right in the face. That's what watching the Seahawks is like. You're like, hey, I get to watch my favorite team. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I want to kill myself now. Like, it's so demoralizing. How did the Seahawks find a way to do this bad? I would rather be the Steelers right now, losing 36-10 to the Chiefs, because at least it's the Chiefs. Losing to the Bears. I mean, credit to the Bears. I mean, going for that 2-point conversion was ballsy and it worked. It paid off, but our run defense didn't look great. The Bears were just running all over us. They had 2 rushing touchdowns. They had a bunch of runs that were just very well blocked for them, and it just didn't seem like we were even trying. And overall, the Seattle Seahawks lost this game. Carlos Dunlap has looked a lot better in these last 2 games. Rashad Penny has looked fantastic these last few games. But it just doesn't seem to matter for us. Russell Wilson was making good throws to DK. He had a good throw. He had a good play to Gerald Everett. Like, he looked good in the first half. But then second half, nothing good happened. And it's just so unfortunate. I mean, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs, but I would have expected us to at least beat the Bears and the Lions. Like, if we beat the Bears and the Lions and lost to the Cardinals, I'd be okay. But losing to the Bears, like, what's next? If we lose to the Lions, I think the safety of all Seahawks fans is going to be at risk. Like, we might need to look at putting Seahawks fans on suicide watch, especially after this loss. But if we lose to the Lions, by God, the day of reckoning may come. This is so disappointing, but Rashad Penny is really making his case for being the running back of the future. Do I think he should be? No. Paying a running back just doesn't make sense. You know, just getting a late round draft pick running back that you see is good enough and just let him try and do whatever he does. I think that's completely fine. But I really do like to see what Rashad Penny is doing. It's nice to watch a running back actually be dominant because we haven't had that in a while. And albeit he's done it against some bad teams, the Texans and the Bears. You know, he didn't do great against the Rams. But I like seeing Rashad Penny actually do good. You know, seeing the ball get handed off and actually maybe have a play like more than like 5 yards is very cool. But, you know, the Seahawks just once again disappoint everybody. That is officially it. I think we were out of the playoffs anyway before this loss even because the Vikings and the Eagles won, or the Eagles won at least. I think that's all that mattered for us to be taken out of the playoffs. So, it's sad for us, but I mean, all we can do is go up. There's nowhere to go but up. Next season, as long as we don't lose every single game, I think we can be happy. Hopefully changes are made because losing to the Bears, who are about to fire their head coach, like most likely, is not a good look for Pete Carroll. But I don't really want to talk too much about this. Good for Rashad Penny. He's doing a lot better recently. Carlos Dunlap finally decided to show up these last 2 weeks. But other than that, Russell Wilson looked like trash in the second half. Our entire team looked like trash in the second half. Our run defense didn't look great against the Bears, who are not a great team. But we lost. Snow game. I thought that this would be a cool game because of the snow, but no, it wasn't. This was just absolutely demoralizing. I hope everyone had a really good Christmas because this definitely brought the levels of happiness significantly lower for all Seahawks fans. So hopefully you guys spent some time with family, got some cool presents, did some cool things, because Lord knows today was not a good day.